Finding the right dog trainer here in Lawton, well, it can make all the difference. Seriously. It means you can actually enjoy everything our town has to offer, whether that's a walk in the park or a trip to the farmer's market. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to find that perfect trainer for you and your best friend.
Just picture it. Relaxed walks, no more pulling on the leash, stress-free trips out, and a dog that's just a genuine joy to be around. That's really the goal, isn't it? And the right trainer can absolutely get you there. We'll look at the most effective training methods, the different kinds of classes, what you should probably budget, and the most important questions you need to ask before you hire anyone.
All right, so before you even start thinking about commands like sit or stay, the biggest choice that you're going to make is about the training philosophy. It's the foundation for everything. It shapes your dog's entire education and, honestly, your relationship with them.
Pretty much any modern science-based trainer you'll find in Lawton is going to focus on positive reinforcement. This whole method is about building a trusting partnership. And that's especially key for managing focus, especially with our unique local distractions, like the noise from Fort Sill. It really goes way beyond just basic commands to build a true connection with your dog.
So how can you tell if a trainer is really committed to this modern, humane approach? Well, look for their credentials. Certifications like CPDTK, that stands for Certified Professional Dog Trainer, or CBCCK for behavior stuff, they show that a trainer is serious about their education and professional standards.
And on the flip side of that, you have got to watch out for some big red flags. If a trainer's methods seem to be based on punishment, fear, or intimidation, that's a huge sign to just walk away. These old, outdated techniques can actually create new problems, totally break your dog's trust, and just undermine everything you're trying to achieve.
Okay, so once you've settled on a philosophy that you feel good about, the next step is figuring out the format that's going to fit your goals, your dog's personality, and, your lifestyle.
So let's look at the two most common options. Group classes? They're fantastic for general manners and for teaching your dog to focus when other dogs and people are around. Perfect for getting them ready for a walk through a busy park. Private sessions, though, they're tailor-made for tackling specific issues right where they happen, whether it's barking in your backyard or jumping on every guest who comes to the front door.
There are also some more specialized programs out there. In-home training gives you that personalized touch right in your own space. Board and train programs can give you an intensive jump start. But you gotta remember, your follow-through at home is what makes it stick for the long haul. And of course, for puppies, it's all about setting that strong, positive foundation right from the get-go.
Now for a very practical topic, the cost. The good news is that training prices here in the Lawton area are generally pretty moderate. Let's break down what you can probably expect.
As you can see, the costs can vary quite a bit depending on the service. A 6-week group class might be in that $140 to $250 range, while a 2-week board and train is obviously a much bigger investment. The real key is to match the service and its price tag to your specific needs and your budget.
So, you've thought about the philosophy, the format, and the cost. Now it's time to actually interview some potential trainers to find that perfect match. Being prepared with the right questions is really going to help you here.
Think of this as your little checklist. You want to hear them talk about their philosophy, you want to confirm their credentials, and you really need to understand exactly how they'll create a plan for your dog. Asking about how they measure progress, what kind of follow-up support's included, and getting a clear breakdown of fees just ensures there are no surprises later.
Okay, let's switch gears a little and talk about being a responsible dog owner right here in Lawton. A huge part of that is just knowing the local rules, which are honestly just as important as the training itself.
Here's a little local detail you might not know. While Lawton doesn't require a general license for every single dog, if you happen to own 4 or more dogs, you are required to register them with the city. It's a simple rule, but definitely one you need to be aware of.
And here are the big 3 rules for every single Lawton dog owner. First, your dog has to be on a leash anytime they are off your property. Second, a current rabies vaccination is required by state law. That one's not negotiable. And third, excessive barking can be considered a public nuisance, and that's where good training really helps you be a great neighbor.
Once you start training, you're going to need places to practice those new skills, right? Elmer Thomas Park is perfect for working on leash manners around all sorts of distractions like people and bikes. For safe off-leash recall practice, the Fence Dog Park at McMahon Park is your best bet. And if you want a real challenge, the trails out at the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge are just fantastic for advanced obedience.
This is what it's really all about. Investing in training isn't just about fixing problems.
It's about creating a better life with your dog. It just makes every day easier, safer, and way more enjoyable, both for you and for everybody you meet around town.
So as you start this journey, just think about all the doors that a well-behaved companion opens up for you. Will it be a calm stroll downtown? A relaxing afternoon at the park? Or maybe a real adventure out in the Wichita Mountains? Good luck with your training, and I hope you enjoy all the wonderful new experiences you're about to share with your dog.